guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Manning to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense is going to every game talking about winning the early downs to make 3rd down a difficult assignment for an offense. On that play, the defense accomplished its goal.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Gun.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And this was the target. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Play fake Hillman. Now Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones, the rookie from Mississippi State, in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll come out in the pistol. Osweiler on the handoff. Hillman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now it's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited. You're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Another pistol look here. And he motions the wide receiver. Third and long, it's Osweiler. Finds his target, Montgomery. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Osweiler with a give. It's Hillman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Osweiler on 2nd down, looking deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. from the right hash. This from 48. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a sloppy beginning for him. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Manning, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And his kick is good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue. No, check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's Hillman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here we go now. Green. No. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
3-19.
Here's Osweiler. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that.
Takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense. And
now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there off the option. 55 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Floyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Destroy! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Mike's 50,
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the...
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go!
Now Osweiler on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronnie Hillman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Chargers a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manning throwing on second down. He's got Floyd out left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 11 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. So we stumbled upon halftime here in San Diego with the Chargers, the home team, on top. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Terrence Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On second down, here's Osweiler. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man, complete. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The throw on first down with Osweiler. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Saints.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The gang of Charger defenders there for the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Osweiler on second down. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a third down. It's Osweiler going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So out come the Chargers.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Manning to throw on second down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Michael Floyd, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The drive starts with a carry by Ronnie Hilden. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On second down, Hillman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On third down, Osweiler. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ought to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
Now a handoff. It's Hillman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Hopkins, the man in motion left. They run. Roddy Hillman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Caught by Montgomery. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. First down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
Osweiler. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So here we go, first and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Over. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Osweiler on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Osweiler. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, Osweiler. And that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time running out here on the play clock. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Muscles him off. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ryan Matthews 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10 now. Osweiler. His throw incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On third down, Osweiler looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Looking to speed things up here.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route. They're third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. And even 60 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On second down, Osweiler. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. It's a toss right, Ryan Matthews. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Saints coming out now to take the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Hey, got three down. Let's go, 3-19, 3-19.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ben Heaney in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green 39.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now San Diego getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And all right, they keep the positive momentum going now, wins in consecutive weeks.
They talked to us this week about having the mojo, continuing to win, putting wins together, stacking them. They were able to get that done today.
So for San Diego, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from Southern California.